Hello everyone, my name is Jorgelina. I am a singer, songwriter and vocal coach, and today I would like to talk to you about the difference between the low pressure system and the high pressure system for singing. So that might be kind of a new terminology for you, so I'll explain a little bit. By the way, I have some slides for this presentation that I'm going to leave in the description below for you to download, so you can do so and have access to this for later. So basically, this area of your body has a lot of different functions, and singing is not the main one. Basically, the larynx is involved in a different way in so many activities, and basically we divide that into two big groups: the high pressure system functions and the low pressure system functions. We use the high pressure system function when we push things away from us. Okay, so all the things that require a force outwards are probably using the high pressure system. For example, when you push something away from you, that is you in the high pressure system. So you use it every time you need to repel something away from your body, such as going to the toilet or giving birth or just pushing anything away from you, and you are using the high pressure system. And you are probably using your low pressure system when you are bringing things towards you. So you're probably using the low pressure system when you are doing things like climbing or like reaching something, or when you are dancing, usually when you are doing things that require fine motion and differentiation. When you use the high pressure system, you are using like big muscles, okay? And one of the characteristics of this system is that there is a lot of compression from your vocal cords. So basically what happens in the high pressure system is that the exhaling valve closes as well as the inhaling valve, and so that exhaling valve doesn't have a lot of muscle, and so when you close it, basically everything around closes too. So this is a very effective system if you want to, let's say, lift weights or just repel things away from you in a very effective way, or protect your organs. You are using the high pressure system. Now, the low pressure system, it came much later in evolution, and it's really good for you when you need to do things that are very differentiated. Okay, so things that will require fine movements from small muscles. And in the low pressure system, you will notice that your spine has mobility. You might be wondering, what does that have to do with singing? So that is to answer the question, why is it so hard to sing? When we speak, we tend to use the high pressure valve system, and that is enough, and it's not too much of a problem when we speak. But if we want to sing, that it does become a problem, because singing at a high level, it requires you to start having some differentiation in the voice muscles. For example, if you see a singer that is like really good, you're gonna see that they sing, and while they do, they can move the head around, and there is some freedom in the movement, and then they are actually using the low pressure system, and that is what it makes it possible. You're gonna see that in a lot of singers that have a lot of flexibility in the voice. It's very common. If we are singing with the high pressure system, that is what we do when we start our singing journey usually, and you're gonna see that if you are doing that, you are singing and your muscles constrict. So it's when you sing like that kind of things, and you can see the neck tensing. And so basically, when we learn to sing, we don't want that. That is a very effective system for lifting weights and keeping your body safe, but not so good for singing. So for singing, we need to learn to use the low pressure valve system. Now, the hard thing of this is that when we are in sort of an alert mode, we activate the high pressure system. Why? Because your body is getting you ready to escape or to fight or do whatever you need. It's not a system in which you can be vulnerable and free and have a free voice. It just doesn't make sense for your brain. So the low pressure system is a little bit harder to activate. It's more refined. It requires more differentiation, and that is why it takes longer to develop when you are singing, and it takes quite a bit of practice because it's a system that requires a little bit more introspection. So how can you tell that you are using the high pressure system to sing. As a sound effect, you are going to hear things like you are yelling, or you are flipping, or you don't have access to your high notes, and you can feel it in your body because you're going to notice that you are overusing the abs, you are tightening your abs quite a bit, and you're probably feeling a constriction in the throat. You might also notice that your spine becomes short. Okay, so when I say your spine, this is my spine, right? And the vertebrae are like this on top of the other, and if I shorten my spine, then they sort of constrict like that, and that is one of the things that tell you that you are not in low pressure mode. That is going to give you as a result a larynx that is unstable. So if you start singing and you notice that your larynx sort of goes all over the place and you can't control it, and it's affecting your singing negatively, then you are probably in your high pressure system. How do we turn this around? There are many ways you can do it, but all of them require the magic word, practice. This low pressure system is activated when you, for example, you're having fun with your friends, you are socializing, you feel safe in the space, when you are playing, when you're being creative, when you're being curious, when you are observing, perceiving your body, your attention is inward, you are activating the low pressure system. Specifically in singing, one of the ways that you can start training this is by working on your breathing a bit. A really good way to do this is by this exercise in which you breathe in, opening your arms like this, and then you sing while keeping your arms here. So what this does is you're breathing, you're inhaling, you're activating your inhaling muscles, and then when you sing, your arms are still up, so your inhaling muscles are still open, and your low pressure system is more likely to be activated. Some things that will tell you that you might be activating your low pressure system when you are singing. For example, if you sing and you can freely move your head like this without that interrupting the flow of sound. If you can't differentiate both and your movement sort of really affects your singing, then you know that you are probably not in the low pressure system. Also, are you able to freely move the spine? Is your spine long? Is your jaw mobile? Because when you are in the high pressure system, you're gonna notice that your jaw gets locked and you go up and down in the register, but the jaw does move like this. As a result, as I go up, I increase the pressure. And in a low pressure system, that will be a little bit more mobile. To allow your voice to flow a little bit more freely. So that's a few things that you can practice. Some other ways to tell if you are singing from this low pressure system. Are you making much noise when you are breathing? If you are breathing like this, you are probably activating the high pressure system. So when you breathe in, are you able to breathe in without noise? Another thing is, are you able to breathe in and sing without first holding your breath? So the benefits of learning to sing from the low pressure system are a lot, and it is crucial to do it if you want to sing at a very high level. You need to use it, otherwise you do damage the voice. So the low pressure system allows you to have a healthy voice and a voice that is flexible through the registers, and it's a very differentiated system. So if you want to do fancy stuff with your voice and have control over that, then you can only access that through the low pressure system. As a result, you're gonna see that you keep your voice more healthy, you don't get tired of singing too easily, you can express emotions much more freely, and your voice just in general sounds much more free, easy, effortlessly. And so hopefully that explains a little bit why singing is not as natural as we might think. As I said, I am going to leave a little presentation for you in the description so you can download it. That way you have access to this and you can remember it more easily. If you like this video, please subscribe, it really helps. And I will see you in the next video.